Hello, it's me again for part 6 for this update video for March 7, 2021. And I see now we only got some lot more tapes to go to show you. But the next one we have here, we're gonna go through one of the popular musicals ever made in from the 60s through up the 1980s. Hold on a second. And here we go. Let's start with one of the fine films that Barbra Streisand did in her career. With one of the best loved musicals of all times. Like Barbra Streisand's musical, I don't mean Hello Dolly, but we got here one of Barbra Streisand's outstanding performances is the role of Fanny Brice in the 1968 musical Funny Girl. And it was a sequel to Funny Girl, The Funny Lady. We'll show that a little later. Funny Girl was based on a true story when Barbra Streisand plays the role of Fanny Brice. It has with Omar Sharif, Walter Pidgeon, and Frances K. Mitford and Mae Crystal with the Betty Boop voice. She was the one who plays cards. And this is the double length of Funny Girl when Funny Girl first came out on VHS back in January of 1983 by RCA Columbia Pictures Home Video. Here's the spine, what it looks like. This is in color film. This video cassette plays in stereo only on stereo VCRs. The playback on all other VCRs will be monetized, something like that, mono. And here's the UPC code from Columbia Pictures Home Entertainment. Hold on. This is the gatefolding box. This is one of the last titles to be released from it. Just like with The Way We Were. One of the good songs in Funny Girl, they do remember People, Whatever My Man Is, and Don't Rain on My Parade. This is the sticker label of Funny Girl, what it looks like. Now we're going to show you tape 2 of Funny Girl, in early 1983 original. Now here's tape 2 of Funny Girl when it came. Yep. This is conclusion of it. At the end of Funny Girl tape 2 has the 1979 FBI warning screen, one of the early Columbia Pictures Home Entertainment FBI warning screens they used in the late 70s and early 80s. One of my previous videos I showed you the Funny Girl on one of my previous updates. That was the 1985 reissue in a 1989 slip cardboard. That I got it from the Goodwill. I think it was the Salvation Army. About 6 months ago. Now we're going to put the tape back in there. Now we did that. Here's another copy of Funny Girl. The late 1983 reissue. On the opening of this copy of Funny Girl doesn't start with the 1968 original logo. It was replaced with the 1981 Columbia Pictures logo. This was reissued in late 1983 from RCA Columbia Pictures Home Video, and it has it in color. It was worth hard to find, and I bought this off on eBay sometimes last week. Here's what the sticker label looks like from late 1983. This tape was printed on the 52nd week of 1984. And this copy of Funny Girl reminds me of my mother when she had that back in New York. Now I'm going to show you show you some other musical tapes I do have. Here's a sequel to the original Funny Girl, The Funny Lady. Barbra Streisand returns to the role as Fanny Brice after she did Funny Girl in 1968. Also, this film has with James Caan from the Godfather films, Roddy McDowall, Ben Vereen, and Omar Sharif. when he was Nick Onstein, that was left off from the old Funny Girl. Yep. This is the 1986 original release of Funny Lady. Funny Lady was out the same time as with Larry Parks and the Jolson Story on VHS. Yep. I'll show you what the tape looks like. Hold on. Sticker label from mid-86. This tape was printed on the 42nd week of 1986. And you know, James Caan plays the role of Billy Rose in Funny Lady. Don't want to miss that for your entire collection. Now, the next musical we have here is one of the funniest musical comedies of all times. The 1986 Little Shop of Horrors. Rick Moranis, Ellen Greene, Vincent Gardenia, Steve Martin, and Levi Stubbs is the voice of Audrey to the Plant. He was a member of the Four Tops. Directed by Frank Oz, produced by David Geffen. And you know, this was a remake. It was a remake from the original Little Shop of Horrors with Jack Nicholson, made by Roger Corman. And it has some songs written by Howard Ashman and the Alan Menken, the one who wrote the songs for Disney's Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, and Aladdin. And here's what this tape looks like. This is the 1987 box packaging. And it says one of the year's most entertaining films, a hot house full of laughs, by Gene Selick by Chicago Tribune. One of the good songs in it that won Academy Award for this movie was the Mean Green Mother from Outer Space. Also, some other good songs in there, like Somewhere That's Green, that was stolen in The Family Guy from this movie, Suddenly Seymour, and The Dentist by Steve Martin. Special appearance in this film were James Belushi, John Candy, Christopher Guest, and Bill Murray. And this version of Little Shop of Horrors, this is not the director's cut. This is the one and only happy ending version. And you know, this version that Seymour kills the plant after the plant pulls a ceiling down on Rick Moranis. This is one of the great, funniest musical comedies of all times. This is not scary, it's mostly an entertaining movie. And this tape I have here, this is not original. This is a reprint from around somewhere in 1988. It was released from Warner Home Video, and it was made by Geffen Company release. In the director's cut one, the plant kills Audrey, and the plant eats Seymour at the end, and it takes over the entire world. That was a shocking ending. If I were you, just go for the happy ending if I were you, for those consumer audiences. Finally, before we close, we got here like Laura Bangin, something like that. That was like one of her concerts was made in the 80s, featuring some songs like Gloria, Self-Control, The Lucky One, How Am I Supposed to Live Without You, Until Immortal, something like that. This is on VHS in the 1985 release from RCA Columbia Pictures Home Video's Music Vision. Yep. And someone must have ripped the box packaging off. This is printed on the 5th week of 1985. Well, I guess that wraps it up for part 6 of this update video. I'll see you again for the 7th part of this update video, and stay safe. Thank you.